Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Ben Affleck, listen, I don't care what y'all say. Listen, Ben Affleck is moving like a degenerate right now, and these reports can be believed about him and J Lo's divorce. But like I said, one thing, he don't have any shame, and that makes it fun for us, y'all. What am I talking about? If you guys don't know, Ben Affleck filed for divorce, and he was like, I woke up from a fever dream. I don't know what I was thinking. I got cooties. I don't like Jennifer Lopez, right? So Jennifer was like, on top of her putting up a video where she was twerking in some dunks, letting him know I'll throw this booty where I feel like, right? He was like, yo, that's it. It's over, right? And she was like, all right, well, since it's so over, how about you pony up with half? He said, half of what? You're worth 450 million. I'm worth 150 million. She said, nah, baby, forget about the house. Let's not forget. I want half of all the money I spent. The flights, the this, the that. I want it back. Well, Ben, moving like a degenerate, was like, you know what? Let's try to work things out. You know what? It's always been you, girl, right? Jennifer, because she is just dizzy in love with Ben Affleck, was like, okay, going to lunch with Ben's oldest daughter, Violet, doing the thing, right? But see, here's what Ben didn't count on. Benny Medina is in charge of Jennifer's business affairs and the money. Benny Medina and them looked and said, listen, Ben, excuse me, can we talk to you for a minute? Listen, donde está mi dinero? They said, where is the money? It don't matter if you and Jennifer get back together or not. We should have never let y'all even get this far when it comes to commingling finances. No matter whether you work it out with her or not, you still going to have to pay this money. You still going to have to pay your half of the private jets, the private flights, all that good stuff. Well, that's all Ben Affleck needed to hear. He said, excuse me, you know what? Never mind. And in true degenerate fashion, right? Listen, like in true degenerate fashion, he is now pulling back that sliver of hope he gave J-Lo. And he said, guess what? Not only am I leaving you, but I can't take you because you're pure drama. But in true Ben fashion, he's still leaving the door open for Jennifer to try a little bit harder, just a little bit harder to make him happy. Y'all, you can't make this up. And I seriously also just wonder what is going on with Ben Affleck. Like, as much as people can say, and listen, I'm not a fan of J-Lo, at least not her singing, barely her dancing. I will allow the acting, as I've said before, but hey, that's just my opinion. You can feel differently, okay? Just one woman's opinion. But I do think also what Ben is doing to J-Lo, you know how they always say, look at the way a man treats his ex. Now, you don't want them to be buddy-buddy, going to lunch, having sleepovers. No, that's too much. But look at the way a man treats his ex, because 99% of the time, that's probably the way you're going to be treated. And remember when he broke up with Jennifer Garner? The way he was dogging her out, blamed her for his proclivities, his vices, cheating with the nanny, all because he was miserable. Me. Well, guess what? Now that he knows that he can't get out of paying this bill to Jennifer Lopez because Benny Medina is saying, we're not doing that. Now he's saying that J-Lo was drama all the time, leading Ben to marriage tension. You know one thing about Ben Affleck, I'll give it to him. He is a perpetual victim. They said being married to Jennifer Lopez brought too much drama to Ben Affleck's life, as sources sensationally claim. The pair's marriage has been plagued with divorce rumors in recent months, and the rumor will went into overdrive after they spent their second wedding anniversary on opposite coasts. They sent it on opposite coasts because Ben is done with her. He wants her to go away, but just like 2002, J-Lo cannot take the hint. Sources claim that to OK Magazine that the alleged breakdown of the estranged couple's union has left the Oscar winner licking his wounds. Now, this is my issue with Ben Affleck. What do you mean licking your wounds? J-Lo the one that mocked. J-Lo's the one that spent a $20 million ill-advised, very poorly done, and poorly saying love letter, but a love letter nonetheless to you. J-Lo should be the one that is upset, humiliated, and licking her wounds. But of course, Ben is going to center himself in all of this. And before y'all be like, J-Lo, yes, I know, but he did the same thing to Jennifer Garner. Listen to this. Jennifer was Ben's dream woman. He's actually very emotionally manipulative. I would say verging on emotionally abusive. Jennifer was Ben's dream woman, but it was drama all the time. He's feeling down about it and is upset and depressed it didn't work out, even though he knows ending it was the right thing. Okay, it was the right thing to do. Again, this is all emotionally manipulated BS. Ben, if there's one thing everybody knows about Jennifer Lopez, it's who Jennifer Lopez is. What she expects, the way she loves to live her life, the way she loves to wear her clothes, the way she loves to do everything. She likes to go big or go home. She likes to be dripped in diamonds. She's all about that old Hollywood. When she walks out the door, she wants to see lights, camera, actions. Ben, you knew this. You broke up with her in 2002, and then you chased her down in 2022 to be your wife. You said, baby, it's okay. I can live with your stardom. I can live with your idea of fame. I can live with it all. I don't care, baby. It's fine. I just want you. Only for less than 2 years later, and we're hearing about this on the second anniversary. That means there have been problems for a while, which we did cover on this channel, but everybody said we were tripping. But anyway, he knows it's the right thing to do. Again, that's kind of like, to me, emotionally manipulative, bordering on abusive. Just hear me out on this, right? Think about it. Someone begs you back. The reason y'all broke up before, they said, because you were basically too much. They beg you back and say, baby, it's not your fault. No, I accept you the way you are. I love you the way you are. Just come back to me. Then you say, you're my dream person, but you're too much. I'm really sad about it, but it's the best thing to do. What type of stuff is that? You're my dream person. You're literally saying you're just too much for me to deal with, and I don't like that. Anyway, right? A source added the pair's polar opposite lifestyles added to the stress of their romance. Jennifer has a big entourage that follows her around daily. Glam squad, videographers, photographers, assistants, and trainers. Okay, first of all, I don't think all those people follow her around. And even if they do, that means the whole time that you guys recording, the whole engagement, the whole dating, the whole marriage, the whole life, you knew what you were getting into. That's like marrying a man because he works too much. And then you begging him back and say, baby, it's okay. You can spend all your time, and he continues to work a lot. And now you playing victim. She tried to make Ben understand that being Jennifer Lopez is a 24/7 job. She is her brand. She lives and breathes it while Ben can leave his work at the door if he chooses to. Jennifer's keeping her head up. She doesn't want to be seen as a villain. Again, this is emotionally abusive. You don't understand. Why do you have to make excuses for the fact that you love living big? It might not be anybody else's cup of tea. Mark Anthony didn't have a problem with it. A-Rod didn't have a part of it. I mean, they might have had other issues with her, but her being larger than life, they didn't care. As a matter of fact, they liked that. As a matter of fact, every man Jennifer's always been with has poured into her. Mark Anthony did. A-Rod did. Even Chris Appleton and what's the other kid? Casper Smart. Everybody she dated poured into her. The only person who hasn't and never does is Ben. And Ben's always the biggest complainer. They've gone through phases where things haven't been great between them due to their different personalities and not getting enough time together. All this in 2 years? Jennifer should have just slowed this down, because here's the thing, I get it. She just got cheated on. She was humiliated. All this other stuff. Plus, Ben is her one. That is her love. That is her man. She loves, like she said, I can't get enough. I'm sorry, let me sing a J-Lo voice. I can't get enough. I love that shit. I can't get enough. That's the way I hear Jennifer Lopez singing, right? But all this, and you haven't even been married. It just hit 2 years. There were phases. What phases did you go through in 2 years? The thing is that Jennifer had just not gotten the ring and had just become his girlfriend and just had like a long relationship to see how things were. Because I would have. I don't care how much he was sweet talking me. I remember the way you did me 20 years ago. We gonna draw this out real slow. Because if it's real, why do I need the ring that quick? If you're going to leave, then you're going to leave. It don't matter whether you married or single. If she had just dated him a little longer, this wouldn't have been so embarrassing and humiliating for her. It would have just been something that just didn't work out. Anyway, and he couldn't have been saying all this stuff. They're not always on the same page. They both have so much going on between taking care of their families, their work commitments. It can be a lot for them. Elsewhere, insiders claim that Jennifer was horrified to find that Ben had moved his belongings out of their newly listed mansion. Jen was horrified when she came back and found out Ben had packed everything up while she was gone. As far as she's concerned, it was a real slap in the face. It was meant to be a slap in the face. Jennifer and Ben agreed to take some time apart, go clear their heads, and when they come back, decide whether they want to work things out or not. Jennifer was very hopeful that would be the case. Do you know Ben used that time to sneak in like a degenerate thief in the night and move all his belongings so that when she came home, she noticed? And then when she was like, yo, what happened? You know, he made her come to his business office, to discuss it. He wouldn't even meet with her alone. Y'all listen. Ben also said this has been over since March. You know why he's saying this has been over since March? Because he wants an annulment. He wants an annulment and he wants it now. And even though Jennifer's running around for a ring, girl, Ben already has the lawyers. They're already negotiating. She just needs to throw this one in the trash. Where Ben Affleck belongs, and I guarantee you something, it don't matter who he gets with, he's going to have the same problems. Jennifer Lopez is a trip, but on this one, I don't think she's the one in the wrong, but what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.